Hey everybody, Chad Lakin here with Earthworks. So this is your spring checklist. Make sure we knock these things off to just get yourself set up for success. First thing we can do is that winter dieback. So if you've had plants from those freezes that got smoked, most of them are gonna come back. We didn't have a super hard freeze that would permanently kill things. So you can start to take off all of that ugly brown that you've been staring at, and that's gonna promote new growth taking off from there. And then we can also make sure we're putting down a granular fertilizer on that turf. We do a 24-211. It's a good, well-balanced, high nitrogen, and it stimulates root growth as well. So that's awesome for your turf right now, just to kick things off. That's kind of the foundation of the year, like we use. And then we amend those things as we go out throughout the year to kind of top that off. But if you have a nice granular fertilizer, you can last about 6 months with that, with additional top-offs. You can set your turf up for success with aeration and top dress. Break up that hard pan soil, put the turf in a position to absorb the nutrients. So you do a core aeration, and then you top dress with a nice organic soil. Our preference is wild earth. It has organics in it, beneficial bacteria and microbes, and it just helps the turf take off. We are also at that point with the time change where we can be switching from 1 day a week for watering to now going 2 days a week. And we'll continue that until we start to approach and then break above 80 degrees. But we'll be kind of well into May before that happens, and you may want to add on an additional day. It's not a problem yet, but you do want to on your radar are chinch bugs. So we're not there yet where it's an issue, but we're going to be approaching that. It kind of depends on the year and how much of a freeze we get. More freezes, more significant winter, they'll be later in the year. Not as many freezes, they'll be earlier in the year. And we kind of had a somewhat mild winter, so you may see them a bit earlier, maybe in the April timeframe, maybe possibly May. But just keep an eye out for browning areas of turf. They work their way from the inside out. You can get down there and look where the brown meets the green turf. If you are noticing a brown spot, you'll see these tiny little white bugs that will start to just kind of decimate your turf if you don't treat it and get that taken care of. They tend to focus on areas that are either too hot or drought stressed. So as long as you can make sure that your irrigation is getting proper coverage and you are watering the adequate amount, you pretty much won't have a problem with chinch bugs. So this is your spring checklist. Make sure we're knocking these things off to get yourself set up for success. We appreciate you watching the video. And if you have any questions or if you're unsure of something in your yard, comment below and we'll be happy to help the best we can.